This next story takes us to Tampa, Florida, by way of Never Never Land. Randy Constant is a 50-year-old man who likes to skip around in green leotards. He's totally obsessed with being Peter Pan.
This is something I invented called the pixie dance. I think I was about 8 when I told my dad, you know, I'd like to be a fairy. He probably wondered what kind of a child I was going to be. Look at me, I'm 50 years old and I'm still Peter Pan.
Whoa. I don't think there's any way to explain why a 50-year-old man would want to run around dressed like Peter Pan.
For the past 30 years, Randy Constant has been living his life as Peter Pan.
That's as good as it gets, 50 years old. Being Peter Pan is part of my life. It's something I've incorporated into my life. It's the way I choose to live it.
And he chooses to live as Peter Pan in every way imaginable.
There was a vintage shop that had this green velvet dress.
To dress the part, Randy had to learn how to sew women's dresses into Peter Pan outfits. So far, he's handmade 15 outfits, which allows him to dress like his hero every day.
When I found out that he dresses like that all the time, I was like, wow, he takes this farther than I thought he did.
Often I spend so much time working on the tops that I don't realize that the girls are looking at my tights. Being Peter Pan, I can stay childlike despite whatever age I happen to be. I do everything I can to look young. I still have a haircut for a 4-year-old.
It doesn't stop at the clothes for Randy. He's even altered his physical appearance to look like Peter Pan.
I do fuss with my hair a lot, and I do have my little beauty secrets about it, and so that's as far as I'm gonna go about my hair. It is what it is, and it grows out of my head. Breakfast of champions and Peter Pan.
Just looking like Peter Pan isn't enough for Randy. He models his regular diet after a parentless 6-year-old.
I eat a lot of never food. I eat a lot of junk food. I eat a lot of Hostess Twinkies. Yum.
But Randy burns it off by spending over 15 hours a week practicing his Peter Pan moves.
He takes that whole side of Peter Pan seriously.
There is an art to leaping. You have to be practical. You have to avoid areas where somebody will shoot you.
I mean, really, he can't fly, so that's about the most thing that he can possibly do.
Gee, I didn't realize I could jump that high.
Randy's not just Peter Pan at home, he's Peter Pan everywhere, even though that's caused him to lose a job and his 20-year marriage.
Being Peter Pan means I can wear what I like, play what I like, play whenever I like, and wherever I would like. Hello.
What is your name?
They call me Peter Pan.
Is Peter Pan a woman or a guy?
It's a boy, Peter.
Oh, okay.
There's a boy's name.
Okay, Peter. So what are you doing over here, Peter Pan?
I'm just skipping around Ybor City.
A lot of nice girls?
Yeah, a lot of
You
tinks.
meet a lot of girls in those tights?
It works.
I already picked up a girl today.
That means you don't have to worry about my competition.
Oh, yeah?
And just like the real Peter Pan, Randy is constantly on the lookout for his Tinkerbell.
Hello. Thank you. I'm not looking for all the girls in the world, just, you know, a date now and then.
I think the one piece of advice that I would give Randy is the tighter the pants, the better. It worked for Bon Jovi, it can work for him.
Despite the challenges, Randy plans on being Peter Pan forever.
I don't see myself ever giving up being Peter Pan. It's the way I choose to live my life, and I'm having a ball.
No, he won't grow up, even if you kind of want him to.